We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this evening on the Huddle tonight, I have a question for you. Are you seeking to be able to make better content through your live streams of repurposed that you create? Well, tonight we're going to take a deep dive on how to repurpose your live streams on YouTube and get more views through the repurposed content that you do and share with the audience. So do me a favor, grab a pen, grab a pad. It's time to go to work. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. And if you're new here, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag Team Replay in the comment section. So that means if you're on Facebook, give me a hashtag Team Live. If you're on LinkedIn, give me a hashtag Team Live. If you're on X, give me a hashtag Team Live. And of course, if you're on YouTube, give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat section. And so we're excited tonight. I want to give some shout outs to those that I already see in the chat. My good man, John Lacey, all the way in Australia, tech troublemaker in the house this morning. Got to get used to this time change. And then my good man, live stream moderator, Frank Jackson, joining us as well. So, hey, keep those comments coming. Keep them coming as we get ready for this. Let's kind of set the mood. I said I want to get this right as soon as we get ready to get started here. There we go. Get the music set. Make sure I don't forget that. John Tech, let me know if the music's just a little too loud, if I need to turn it up just a little. Those of you who are just joining me in the chat, give me a hashtag Team Live. And as I said tonight, we're going to get into our content, repurposing your content. Man, those of you in the chat, you know, we pump out content every week, whether it's Tuesday night, 9:30, Tech Troublemaker, John Lacey, 7:00 p.m. on a Friday night, or my man Frank Jackson live stream moderating for Equip Institute on a Friday night, 6:30 p.m. We pump out a lot of content. But when you're done with those live streams, are you repurposing those content effectively? That's what we want to get in tonight. Are you repurposing it effectively so that way you can keep your viewer engaged? So we're going to get into some of the ways you can repurpose your content. So without further ado, let's get into tip number one. And that simply is YouTube clips. This is not a feature that's not really talked about very much because YouTube tends to focus a lot more on shorts. But nevertheless, it's a feature that YouTube rolled out to you and me to be able to use as a form of repurposing the content. And how this works is you can go to a previous live stream, a previous pre-recorded live stream, or an uploaded video and pull a 15 to 30 second clip from it and then post it into the clip section. And what that basically does is when the person sees that posted, they take the thumbnail from the original thumbnail of the video or live stream, and they use that thumbnail to be as the one to show it. And the person clicks on the clip. Say that again. The person clicks on the clip, gets a chance to watch that 15 or 30 second clip, and if they're intrigued and teased by it, they will have the opportunity to watch the live stream or video further. So let's demonstrate this. Let's demonstrate this here. Let's go right here to boom. Okay, and I should be, poop. So we're gonna go right here, pull the chat up so I can see who's in the chat while we're doing this. dear sister Florence Donald in the house. I'm a Clip Institute. So I have this recent interview that we had with Ken Constant on Brand Deals. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, you want to check that out after this live stream. If you're working on trying to get your first brand deal, click on those 3 dots right there, and you click on Clips. So I'm going to put the title here. I'll just put the title. And there's the clip. I didn't go into detail in terms of really setting this up the way I want, but if you go here to the clip section on your page, there's the clip. So I just kind of put title and tested it. And if I'm not happy with that, I can go to the 3 dots and basically delete this. So it's not letting permanently stone, delete forever. But here's a clip that I did do with Ken. Let you check this out. You probably can't hear the audio, right? I'm probably seeing in the chat, no audio probably. If you're not getting any audio, let me know. But right there, you see where it says watch full video. And then the person go right to the full video. So that's, I just want to show you, that's a short form clip where you can be able to repurpose your live stream. It's in horizontal versus vertical, but it's a way of repurposing. And if you can make enough of these clips, you can basically get your audience as a tease to watching your live stream. So that's tip number 1. I do apologize for not having the sound. If there was no sound there, I should have double checked myself, triple checked myself. I see some comments here. So my live stream monitor is just, they're basically saying, please start those comments with a C and a Q with the question. Thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. John Lacey says, we get the gist of it. Thank you, sir. You're so kind. You're so kind. So as you are getting your comments ready, see with the comment queue, how many of you are using clips? How many are you using clips? That's true. We can't hear. Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Got everything prepared and I forgot to hit that little button that says share audio. Got to learn that. But let me know in the chat, how many of you are using clips as a way of repurposing your live stream? You and I, we put so much energy to producing a great quality live stream. And then once we end the stream, do you or I just kind of let the live stream just kind of sit there and move on to the next? Or are we looking to repurpose it in different ways that we're getting to, that you're trying to get to? So we'll get more into this. So clips was the first. Here's the one that we tend to be more familiar with. YouTube Shorts. You can, through StreamYard, they have their editing and repurposing section where you can turn a live stream into a YouTube Shorts. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that big of a fan of it because they have those black borders around the short. So I'm not too much of a big fan of it, but it's an option. And then you have other programs like CapCut, you have Opus Clips. A lot of people may not know, but you can also use Canva, where you can kind of cut up your videos and then drop them into Canva and create shorts that way. And that way you're not having the black border around it. And you can basically add some music to it and and go from there, and then YouTube Shorts. So you have a couple of options on how you can repurpose your live stream, turn that live stream now into YouTube Shorts, and then get more viewers looking at your content that you ultimately, with the effort that you put in, to get them to watch more of your content. See, mommy got in the house this evening, but I find, she says, but I find that creating a new one does better if I repurpose it for the shorts, and it simply because you can't edit the clips. This is true. That can happen from time to time. It can. I have seen that happen, but then there are other times when I've repurposed some shorts, repurposed live streams into shorts. I've seen performance. It seems like with YouTube Shorts, it is like a hit or miss thing. So, but great point. Professor Lacey says the StreamYard clip editor is a bit limited. Amen, brother. StreamYard, I hope y'all listening tonight. I'm a full endorser of your product. This is not sponsored by StreamYard, but good men like John Lacey and myself, we agree it's a bit limited. I prefer to download the individual recordings and bring into the video editor of Camtasia, yes, or CapCut. These are other great video editing softwares. Like you said, you can download the individual recordings and then repurpose it that way. That way you have what I call a true YouTube short or reel from an IG standpoint versus having the borders. I find I truly love using StreamYard, but it seems like right now, John, let me know your thoughts. I kind of feel like they're putting a lot of emphasis on the webinar aspect of it, and maybe that's where their roadmap is kind of focused on. But I'm hoping it's at some point that they really revisit and get back to with their shorts and their real repurposing, so that way it would be on the level of a CapCut or Camtasia or Canva. Great point. Keep those comments coming. We're talking about, some great ways you can repurpose your live stream. So we talked about YouTube Shorts. We talked about YouTube Clips. Another great way you can repurpose your live stream is through downloading the audio. If you're a person who uses Ecamm or StreamYard, and you can download the audio from your live stream and turn that into an audio podcast. Certainly, I see John Lacey doing a lot of that on his channel. Or if you're going to add the video aspect of it and have a video podcast. And then YouTube has a podcast tab where you, based on how many live streams you've done, how many minutes it is, or videos you made, you can kind of create a playlist and then make a podcast. And the thumbnails is a little different. You kind of create the thumbnail according to the measurements that it wants, and then you can have your live streams, whether audio or video, podcasting into a podcast, and then that is another way of repurposing that live stream. So now you get an opportunity to be exposed to more of an audience, and then hopefully you can then get them back to watching more of your content. So the YouTube podcast is another great way. Got more individuals joining us. I got two professors in the house. I got Professor John, and then I got Professor James Hicks in the house. Oh, the Huddle is just the place tonight when you got professors like these in the house. Professor Lacey says, as much as I love video, I can listen to many more audio podcasts because I can multitask. This is true. I am a true lover of podcasting myself. I'm, over this last year, I'm starting to get more of a love for it. Mr. Hicks, what you talking about here? We need to get you a Mac. You need to get me a Mac, man. I'm not trying to be like Anakin Skywalker, man. I'm not trying to come over to the dark side. Well, I sort of am at the dark side, at the doorstep of it. This is the closest you're going to get me to the dark side, Mr. Hicks. The iPhone. That's the closest you're going to get me. Where you want to have Obi-Wan saying, but you were the chosen one. I'm sorry for going off the Star Wars rant there. All right, so we talked about YouTube clips. We talked about shorts. We talked about podcasting. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream tonight on just some of the ways you can repurpose your content, the live streams that you pump out every week, similar like Mr. James Hicks did this morning at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He's probably already at work, Opus Clips, cutting up some stuff that some of his guests said. Hey, do me a favor, click that like button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you're new here to the Huddle, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, and join the conversation in the live chat. Another great way you can repurpose your live streams is through just regular good old YouTube videos. Downloading them from whether it be Ecamm. I have nothing against Ecamm and the Mac folks. I got some Ecamm folks here in the audience, so it's all good. We all love. But if you Ecamm or if you StreamYard or if you team OBS like my good man John Lacey, you can download your live stream, and each of those points that you made in each of your live streams, you make 5 points in your live streams. Guess what? You can run a show. There's 5 new videos that you can make from repurposing your live streams. And, you can repurpose them, taking them straight from the live stream, or you can just take the bullet points and just create brand new videos and maybe use your live stream as B-roll. Food for thought. So YouTube videos, that's another great way of repurposing your content. And then the YouTube community tab. You can cut up some of your content that you've done from your live stream. If you go into your YouTube community tab, you can be able to upload some of your short form videos and put those into the YouTube community tab just to kind of bring them back before your audience, the subscribers, or even viewers that are watching, just to keep the traction going on it, so that way it doesn't get lost. And so that's a great tip right there that I don't really hear a lot of individuals talking about all that much, but I want to throw it out. And then, the YouTube community tab is also good for polls and asking questions of your viewers, getting feedback from the audience, but using it in a way where you can be able to get feedback from videos you've done. Hey, why not? All right. Did I pull this up? I want to make sure I did. Oh, here it says, though I find I have an annoying habit. It says, I find I have an annoying habit of making points in 1 minute. He says in 6 seconds and not in the 59 second. Nah, I beg to differ with you, man. You on point when I see you doing your live streams. You were on point last night, even when you had to defy a little solo with Sam having his technical difficulties. But I love, John, the way how you do your build a presentation muscle. I'm quite sure how you do a lot of your live streams and you download the audio from that, or you tie in. I think a couple of weeks ago you were sharing how you were having some serious audio problems and you weren't sure where it was coming from, and you felt like it was really affecting the stream, but you pushed through it, and then you turned that whole scenario into another great piece of content just to encourage people, and just looping that audio podcast to the live stream. So like I said, there's just so many ways we can repurpose our content. Let's get back over here to the tips. We talked about YouTube community tab. Do I got anything else? No, that's it. That was the 5 tips that I wanted to just kind of share with you guys. And I wanted to kind of go over these because sometimes we need a refresher. And it could be individuals who are just starting out that's new and may not be aware of these things. And we just wanted to kind of highlight, like I said, the clips, the shorts, whether if you're doing them through StreamYards, you know it's kind of limited, but hopefully they will work on it, or CapCut or Camtasia. You know, I tend to do a lot of repurposing of my live streams through Canva. So you have, for us Opus Clips in the audience, you have Opus Clips as well. John says, yeah, honestly, the hardest part of all of the is not giving up. Yes, this is true. Not giving up, and it's useful. It's useful to use your own experiences as examples. I totally agree with you, sir. I totally agree with you. And I think as you get more reps in, you start to become more comfortable and you begin to learn. I do recall an experience several years ago. I want to say maybe 2021, mid 2021, where I was doing all my checking to go live, similar like I was doing tonight. And I thought I made sure I clicked the audio share, and of course I didn't. That's a lesson learned. But in this scenario, I checked my camera, I checked my lighting. I felt like I was good. I was ready. And I went to go and plug something from the laptop, and I thought it was something that just wasn't there needed. But what I didn't realize, I had unplugged the power cord from the laptop. And I want to say I must have done this maybe around about 10 o'clock. And the laptop I was using at the time was a Toshiba, and so the battery life was real bad on that. The battery I had, it was an old battery, so I had to really keep my laptop plugged all the time. Long story short is, I unplugged that battery, that power pack. By the time I got midstream, I'm talking just like we're having a conversation right now, me and you, John, and those of you in the live chat, give me a hashtag Team Live. The power on the laptop just completely died, and I had a guest on, and I panicked. I didn't know what was going on, and then I looked. I said, "Oh no, the power cord!" And I'm trying to get the thing. It was a struggle, but eventually I got through it. It was a lesson, but it taught me that, hey, look, as you said last night, John, live does happen. But it's a matter of how you respond in that live happening to you. So it's all part of the journey in creating content live online, doing live streams. Hey, do me a favor. What are you guys watching me on? Are you watching me on mobile, or are you watching me on desktop? Let me know in the chat. What are you watching me on, mobile or desktop? Give me, kind of give me some feedback here as I answer my dear sister Florence. Yes, thank you, my sister. Have we all hit the thumbs up? Yes, definitely hit that thumbs up button for me, and if we can do it, that will let a good word go out to the good folks of YouTube that this is some quality content that can be liked, it can be shared. Yeah, but as I'm clicking on here, these comments, let me know, what are you watching me on desktop or your phone? Because often I watch you on my phone, but today I'm on the desktop. Thank you. Just want to kind of get a little more understanding of how viewers are consuming my content and how I can better improve. So Tech, he says he traveling all around the world in airports watching me on the mobile phone. That's Tech for you. My dear sister Fawn says computer. Perfect. Thank you. Mommy guy. She says I'm watching you on mobile. because I am cleaning and I want to take you along. Thank you so much. Thank you so much that you care so much to allow us to be a part of the cleaning process and beautifying your home. Keep those comments coming. Keep them coming. John says Roy is out there. Yes, he is. He's out there vlogging. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of vlogging in the car. Yeah, he had one thumbnail. And his eyes all red, looking like the Terminator. I'm like, what the heck is this guy doing? But anyway, definitely. Yeah, he looking like the Terminator. So, just repurposing content. Next week, what are we going to get into next week to talk about? Next week, we're going to talk about YouTube and making money online. You know, the conversation of just making money online, making money on YouTube, especially if you're a small creator and you're not monetized yet. We're going to go into a discussion about, you know, just 7 ways you can be able to make money on YouTube. So we're going to cover that, get into that conversation. What else are we going to talk about? There's a lot been going on in YouTube and just in the world in general about, cybersecurity and hacks. So I am in the process of having a conversation with a senior vice president with cybersecurity. And I'm already sent them an invite out. So I'm hoping to get a response back from him next week that he will be able to join the Huddle and just get into the discussion of how we can better protect not just our YouTube channels, but how we can just better protect ourselves from hackers who are trying to, do all kind of crazy things, whether through the desktop, through the mobile phone, and then also cover the topic in terms of how can you protect your channel from being hacked by a hacker. So that is something in the works. So once I get more information, you guys will certainly know. Because I think it's a topic that it comes up every now and then just on my homepage. I don't know about you guys' homepage, but it comes up every now and then on my homepage that I'll see a video about how to protect your YouTube channels from hackers, or you'll see something about my channel's been hacked. But it's serious out here. It is serious out here. We all, as small and large YouTube creators, we're working hard to accomplish certain goals. And the last thing you would want to happen, the last thing that I would want to happen in trying to do that, is to end up having our channel hacked. And so I'm hoping in the next couple of days I'll get a response back from him. And if he can't come on this month, I'm definitely going to circle back on him to get him on the show. Let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. We're live here on Facebook. We're live here on LinkedIn. We're live on X, Twitter, and YouTube. Let me know what you're watching me on. Frank says I'm watching you on mobile. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Host, we have a new guest. Oh, Mr. Guerin. Good evening, sir. He is watching us, looks like, over on LinkedIn. Yes. So glad that you take a few minutes out of your busy schedule to join us on the Huddle. As you can see, I'm kind of testing out some new things here on the Huddle. Made the decision to start multi-streaming. As much as I want to bring my audience onto YouTube and to grow my YouTube channel with new viewers, new subscribers, I do understand sometimes you have to go where the audience is. You have to go where the audience that you're trying to reach, where they're at. And a lot of the audience and viewers that we want to reach, they're not always on YouTube. If you're into great vertical live streaming, this man right here, I guarantee, I know you were on John's channel. I'm gonna have to send you a message in LinkedIn. Bring you on now with vertical live streaming starting to really take hold. and really have a deep dive conversation on vertical live stream. So look for a DM in your LinkedIn message, sir. But you got to go where the audience is. And so that's the reason why you see us now. You know, we've always been doing YouTube and LinkedIn, but now we're on Twitter. We are on now on Facebook. I'm not going on Instagram yet, but I'm going to start with these 4 platforms and see where it goes from there. She says, watching you on YouTube. Thank you so much. Definitely. Thank you. John Lacey watching us on YouTube. He said, yeah, this is Mr. Micro Studio, man. Yes, definitely. Definitely want to have a conversation about that. Because I definitely some of the stuff that you are doing over on LinkedIn. So that's just some of the things you see. Kind of getting back to doing music. I think I'm gonna cut this off now. So we're just doing some things, multi-streaming. What else? We kind of changed the intro banner. I know an intro banner is not going to be the end all of getting people to say, "Ooh, wow, this is so good." But give me your thoughts on this new banner that I made for the intro. Let me know in the chat. Scale of 1 to 10. I'll play the old one first. Here's the old one first, and then I'll play the new. So scale of 1 to 10. Which one do you like better? Here's the old one first. All right, so that's the first one there. Here is the second one. This is the new one that I played this morning. Just want to get your thoughts on which one you would like. So as you see, they're both about 10 seconds each, but I want to kind of play around, trying to do some new things with the channel. I've been looking at maybe putting on a video background overlay. I just couldn't seem to find one that fits the color and the brands that I have now. So maybe I need to look outside of Canva and go to another platform. Let's see here. He said the animation of the second one is fun. Okay, cool. Okay, that's vote number 1. Okay, if I can get a little more feedback, I appreciate it. Nothing set in stone yet. I tend to like the first one better, but like I said, I want anything that I can kind of change the flavor up a little. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, that's about it. Well, what time is it here? We're close to almost. Wow, it's only 33 minutes. I thought we were close to an hour. Hey, do me a favor. If you've gotten a great value out of this live stream discussion on repurposing your content, and you've been watching this up to this point, whether on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, or YouTube, on either of those respective platforms, click the thumbs up button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. So if you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or X, or YouTube, share this on your favorite platform for me. But I would truly appreciate if you really enjoy the content, you can subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. That would really appreciate it. So that's about it. Get something to drink here. For those of you who may not be aware, I had to make the decision to do a time change. Normally we were live streaming at 11 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time, but I have quite a few things that are coming up on Saturday mornings, and I was doing my best trying to keep them from not being on Saturday. But when you have doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, and other type of life appointment situations that cause your attention, it became, a decision where I said, okay, I'm just going to have to find a new time. I've been live streaming now before at 11 a.m. for a good 3 to 4 years. So I said maybe doing a time switch is probably something that I need to kind of embrace. because traditionally a lot of the individuals who are in the chat, I watch a lot of you at night as well. I see John at 7 p.m. I see Florence at 6:30 p.m. I see Tech at 9:30 p.m. So there's so many of you that I see at night. And so I was just trying to stay on day. But then I also realized that a lot of YouTubers that are new, which is the audience that I'm trying to reach, a lot of new live streamers that I'm trying to reach who want to learn about tips and tools that make live streaming easy for them as beginners. I found a lot of them were on probably watching Nick Nemeth, who live streams from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And so here I'm saying, who am I competing against? And I said, wow, this guy has a 2-hour head start on me. And then I come on in the middle of his live stream and I'm trying to get to some of the same people who are watching him. I said, okay, maybe I need to go ahead and embrace this time change. And that's how we arrived to 8 p.m. And for the most part, this third week, it's been pretty well received by you guys coming in the chat, John, Mommy Guide, and now having Garen over from LinkedIn checking me out. And now saying, hey, look, maybe embracing multi-streaming now at this 8 p.m. time slot is probably the opportunity to now take advantage of. And so, like I said, you're seeing a lot of new things and a few changes, tweaks. That's just going to help the quality of the live stream show and make a better experience for you guys in the live chat, especially now those of you who are watching me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. I am trying to build up my Twitter account. I think I'm only following 5 people. Garen, are you on Twitter? Not for sure if you are on Twitter, Garen. If you are, I'll definitely follow you. But if you are on Twitter, you can also follow me now on Twitter, which is the Huddle. I think it's the Huddle 3RD. The Huddle 3RD, I believe it is. So you can follow me on Twitter, or you can find it also on my YouTube page under the about section. You'll find the link is there as well. So, guys, I can talk for probably another hour, but I don't want to take too much of your time. It's of course Sunday morning for John over in Australia, but it's a nice, beautiful Saturday evening here in the tri-state area. So it's pretty nice where you guys is. But I want to thank each and every one of you for just riding here with the Huddle and just taking some time to listen to the content. Kind of lets me know that I do have something to share important that people want to listen to and that you get value from it. So I truly appreciate it. And the simple fact that you click the thumbs up button gives me that vote of confidence to let me know I'm going in the right direction. Seeing that you share the comment, you leave comments in the chat, you leave comments in the comment section, that lets me know that I'm going in the right direction, and I appreciate that. So without that said, if there's nothing else to be said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. And I want to thank each and every one of you, whether if you are on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook. If you have comments over there, I'll definitely get over and respond to your comments accordingly. And as I said before, if you get a chance to jump over to YouTube and you want to get alerted when we go live every Saturday night at 8 p.m., make sure you click that subscribe button and alert notification so you can be alerted when we go live, and join us in the comments section. So as we close out, I close out always encouraging you to let you know, no matter how much life tries to discourage you, no matter how much life tries to call you to feel burnt out, no matter how much life may cause you to feel at the moment feeling broken, always remember, broken crayons steal color. And in the hands of little children, broken crayons in their hands, they can create some of their greatest masterpieces. And your next video, your next short and live stream will be your next masterpiece to add value to your audience, because broken crayons steal color. See you next week.